So thank you for joining today and welcome to lunchtime mindfulness meditation session. And I always like to begin by asking you to thank yourself for taking this time for self-care. Whether you professionally care for individuals or personally do, we can't give what we don't have. So I don't consider taking time for self-care to be a luxury or an indulgence, but rather necessary for us to help us be at our best for ourselves and others. So I like to start with a grounding exercise, which will help us maybe let go of what was going on before we got here and settling into the body. So for today, let's do the grounding exercise where we put our right hand on our forehead and the left hand at the back where the neck meets the skull. And trying to relax the arms, not having them tense or tight if that's possible. And maybe closing the eyes or having a soft gaze, whatever you're most comfortable with. And just breathing in and out. These are touching on points, vascular points that are said to help calm the central nervous system. So I like doing a grounding exercise in the beginning to hopefully help us become centered, available to be present in the here and now. Just a couple more breaths. And bringing your hands down and seeing how you feel. Maybe you noticed a difference, maybe you didn't, that's okay. So many meditations start with asking us to arrive and be present in our body, usually alert, comfortable, and at ease. So I want to break that down today and take time and have the meditation be arriving in the body. So to begin, you can have your eyes opened or closed. It's totally up to you. Some people like to have their eyes closed because it helps them focus more inward. Having the eyes open, it may be distracting or hard to focus with other things happening depending on the location that you're in. Others may be sleepy or feel that maybe their mind is too agitated and going in different places. So having the eyes open with a soft gaze a few feet in front is actually calming to them. Or maybe where you are, you're not necessarily that comfortable, so you want to have your eyes open. So pick whatever's best for you. And if the eyes are open, it would be a soft gaze a few feet in front. And this meditation will be related to a person. I'm going to talk through it as if a person were seated, but you can do this standing or lying down as well. So placing the feet underneath the ankles. Ankles underneath the knees. Feet are parallel like the number 11. Now, all these are best suggestions for body posture, but maybe with your body that doesn't work. So please always, always take your body and what's best for you into consideration. Don't force yourself to do something that you know isn't good for you. You have that knowledge. Please use it. Maybe lift the hands up and spread the fingers apart, stretching the fingers out. And then slowly putting them back on the thighs, starting with the pinky first, and the ring finger, and making your way inward. Noticing each finger as it connects with the leg. I'll do that again. Lift the hands up, spread the fingers, and this time start with the thumb side, the inside of the hand. Working your way out, placing one finger down at a time. Noticing the sensation on the leg and the hand. I'll do it one more time and you pick which way you want to place your fingers down, thumb side or pinky side first. Now let's breathe in and lift the shoulders up. And on the exhalation, let the shoulders rest down the back. Do that again. Inhaling, lifting the shoulders up. Exhaling, letting the shoulders rest down the back. If you want to do that one more time, feel free. Sometimes we carry a lot of tension in our shoulders, and just simply doing the action of lifting them up and letting them rest down can help release some of that tension. Now moving down to the calves, engaging the calf muscles between the ankle and the knee on an inhalation and letting that go on the exhalation. Doing that again, softly engaging the calves on inhalation and relaxing them on the exhalation. And sometimes we'll tension in our muscles, and just engaging them and relaxing them will help to settle and release that tension. Moving up to the quads, flexing the quad muscles between the knees and the hips on an inhalation. Relaxing them on an exhalation. Doing that again. Now let's bring awareness into the whole leg, noticing the top of the thighs and the shins, the underneath side of the leg, the sides of the legs on the outside and the inside. Maybe noticing there's a temperature difference where your hands are resting on your thighs in comparison to the rest of the leg. Maybe noticing the texture of the clothing of your pants or your skirt. Mindfulness is about bringing awareness to what's currently here. So noticing the sensations in the leg and the hands. Next, we're going to move to the sits bones. Maybe moving side to side a little bit, shifting the weight on the sit bones right to left. And then coming back to a spot where you feel centered in the middle. Then moving forward and backward on the sit bones. Also seeing if there's a spot that's more centered for you. Right to left, front to back. Now moving up to our torso. Inviting us, if you want, to put your hands on your belly. And where's your breath? Is it in the belly? And see if you can soften the belly. We can tend to be constricting our stomach a lot as we're holding ourselves up or pulling our stomach in. Seeing if we can relax and soften in the belly. When you're inhaling, maybe you feel the belly expand. If there's shallow breathing only into the chest, this can trigger the stress response of the central nervous system, whereas belly breathing can activate the vagus nerve and activate the relaxation response. And shallow breathing can also, bring on anxiety and asthma symptoms. There's a time and a place for our bodies to be activated and triggered, but modern life tends to exacerbate that. Inhaling, maybe noticing the hands spreading apart from each other. Exhaling, letting the air out, maybe noticing the hands on the belly coming closer together. Take a few more breaths. Noticing the breath moving in and out of the body. Now, if you want, you can rest your hands back on your thighs or in your lap, whatever's most comfortable for you. Now, maybe noticing on the inhalation and expansion across the chest and shoulders. Maybe on the exhalation, bringing weight to the elbows, and possibly noticing the shoulders sliding down and away in the back. Inhaling, maybe expansion across the chest and shoulders. Exhalation, maybe bringing weight into the elbows. Noticing your shoulders slide away from your ears. Moving up to the neck. Maybe a slight tuck of the chin will help with the weight of the head. Maybe better alignment. Our head is very heavy. Can put a lot of stress and strain on our neck and shoulders. Maybe noticing the stillness of the vocal cords as we're here in silence. How's the jaw? The jaw can hold a lot of tension. Maybe move the jaw, wiggle it back and forth. Again, activating that muscle and trying to maybe release some tension that's there. If you're moving it back and forth, maybe it's moving freely, maybe it's clicking or getting caught. Noticing that, but not necessarily having any judgment about it. Just noticing. And where is the tongue in your mouth? Maybe it's resting lightly on the roof of the mouth. Bringing awareness now up to the ears. Maybe feeling air in the ears or your hair on the ears. Maybe noticing the earlobes. Are you still breathing? Maybe holding the breath. See if you can let the breath move freely through the body. As you're breathing, maybe noticing the breath moving in and out of the nostrils. Or if you're congested, maybe through the mouth. The breath in the nostrils may be a little bit more elusive than the chest or the belly. Not getting upset with yourself if you can't feel the sensation. Just noticing you can't feel it and letting that be the sensation. There is none. Sometimes that's the hardest, as we want to be perfect. This is a practice, it's not a perfect. I'm trying to be kind to yourself. Now coming up to the eyes. If they're closed, can you feel the eyeballs and the eye sockets? If they're open, looking without seeing, soft gaze on a stationary object. Ground or table, tip of your nose, whatever in front of you that's comfortable. Next, maybe lifting the arm up and touching the top of the head, maybe feeling where there's a divot where the parts of the skull come together. Seeing if you can maybe imagine a string coming out of the area of your head. Maybe that helps you sit more upright. And once you have that sensation, you can put your hand back down if you like. Noticing the whole body now, from the feet to the top of the head. Is there a difference from the start? Maybe more alert and erect, comfortable and at ease. Or maybe it feels strange to be sitting this way. Maybe you feel a little stiff and uncomfortable. Noticing that, sitting without judgment. Maybe if you are uncomfortable or feeling a little rigid, maybe do a little shake. Shake the shoulders and the hips from side to side. Seeing if you can settle back in. Letting go of some of that stiffness and rigidity. Again, that can be normal as we're doing something new for the first time. Trying to be perfect. Seeing if we can let some of that go. And taking a few more breaths into the body. Arriving in the body, here and now. Seeing where you maybe notice the breath most predominantly. Maybe the belly, maybe the chest, maybe the nostrils. And pick whatever's easiest. And just focus on that awareness of the breath. For a short period of time. back into the room, maybe wiggling the fingers and toes. If you had the eyes closed, slowly opening them. And that's the arriving in the body meditation, slowly moving through the body, from the feet to the head, relaxing any tension and bringing awareness to the different parts of the body. So when meditations start and say get into a comfortable, alert position, maybe remembering how you felt during this with proper alignment. And again, if that works for you, maybe your body requires something different. So thank you for joining today. I end the meditation today by wishing everyone, may your mind be at peace, may your words come from a place of love, and may your heart be full of joy. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.